And we return mid-fight against the Draco Shadow Lich. Shadow Draco Lich. There we go. The Uniques were setting off towards the Well of Dragons. They left their Spelljammer behind, cloaked in a forest, with their trusted crew guarding. As they were making their way, they were ambushed middle of the night by a Shadow Draco Lich who called them imposters and that explains the Among Us. Anyways, and Rebecca ended off with saying that, hey, we don't like them. You don't like them either. Maybe we can work together. And just kind of holding her weapon aloft. Not attacking the Draco Lich.
Yeah, so he would turn and look at you. Well, he can't. It's Zaren's turn. But for how he's going to respond.
Zaren.
Let me move Morgan so I can see the height again. 115 feet. Rebecca, would you have been saying your stuff loud enough
Oh yeah, I'm
for them
yelling
to hear
it.
you on the ground?
Yeah.
You're yelling in this dragon's face. Your peace offer. Okay, so Zaren would have heard it.
Zaren will wait to see what happens.
Is he holding an action or is he foregoing his turn?
Does he have any, like, cantrips that can reach that far?
For some reason, did I have him expend any spell slots at the start of this fight?
Isn't Guiding Bolt a spell?
Guiding Bolt and Moonbeam.
You've done a couple Guiding Bolts, and you have a Moonbeam over here.
Yeah, for some reason, these had been replenished. Moonbeam is a second level. Oh, okay, the second level was marked down, and the Guiding Bolt... What level did he do that at? Oh, he did it at 4th level. Okay, that explains why there's only 2 4th level spell slots available. Alright, so I did have everything marked down.
Oh no, Morgan did. Yeah, okay. I think that's right. I think it's just those 2.
Because I tried to Fairy Fire him.
Right.
I used both of my spell slots. I tried to do a Fairy Fire and a Guiding Bolt, I believe.
You burnt one of his resistances, though.
True. Yeah, Zaren will... Yeah, you know what? He'll hold a cantrip. He'll hold a Firebolt. And if this guy doesn't seem convinced and still proves hostile, he will release it, I guess, is the trigger.
Okay. So, like, if this guy attacks Rebecca, pretty much.
Yeah, or anyone else.
Yeah, okay. Alright. So Rebecca's still the head turned backwards towards you without the neck spinning at all. I must say, I admire your spirit. I will not assist you, but I will give you 40 hours before I pass on an alert of you being here. If you kill me, I will return. And Rebecca in particular
knows
about liches firsthand and would have enough of an idea that this is probably a Draco Lich from when you were researching dragons.
Yep. A really strange one, but a Draco Lich nonetheless. A Draco Lich that has spent time in the Shadowfell.
And with that, how bad does Rebecca look? Okay. So not you giving a big response because of your time. How does Rebecca look like she has taken that? Does that look agreeable to Rebecca, or like she is about to lower the sword?
That looks
Have him roll
agreeable.
insight if you want.
Though I would have one request to drop me off on the ground. I would turn off the sword, so it stops, so it's no longer in discomfort.
Okay. So I'll
But I
say
can't
from
do
the
that until
ground.
my turn.
Right. So Morgan, from the ground, you cannot hear the dragon's reply because it is speaking quietly to Rebecca.
But it hasn't
But you
attacked her.
can see it did not attack Rebecca, and Rebecca looks, I guess, pleased might be a good word, with whatever was said.
I mean, the gun is not a go-to, and
It will have dropped 15 feet.
okay. He just kind of like he's still standing, like with his fists up, but he's just kind of like watching to see what happens. And I guess if this thing, like lands and attacks, then he'll attack. But if it doesn't attack, yeah, he won't.
Okay. Kunk. You've been on a dragon murdering spree the last couple days. The
That
shadowy
is
dragon
true.
is not looking good, but you have heard what Rebecca said and seen the same thing of Rebecca looking pleased with whatever the dragon said.
I guess I would as well wait and see what happens.
Okay. Okay, Rebecca.
I turn off my sword.
Okay. And you have a request.
All right. I find those acceptable. Would you mind setting me down on the ground before taking off?
Shall return you to the ground. Is there anything else you would like to do?
No, just thank him for letting me down and hop off when we get to the ground.
Okay. Yeah. We'll use a legendary action. And
Fortunately, since it's a legendary action, I can't get off.
and he does he dumps you off from 20 feet.
Okay.
Unless you try to hang on.
No.
So that'd be 2d6 damage. You take 5 bludgeoning. I don't know if Zarin counts that as hostile, Dylan. That's up to you.
He just kind of dropped her off from 20
He didn't
feet.
drop me from 115 feet up.
Yeah, that's true.
Rebecca just looks annoyed. She doesn't look like she's angry or anything.
Yeah, Rebecca also did turn off the sword.
Okay, so he's very confused, very confuzzled. but will not release the spell.
Yeah. So we'll say if he's not going to release the spell, the dragon flies off on its turn, disappearing into the shadows.
Ow. I'll cast a Cure Wounds on myself.
I'd get you, but I burned my spell slots already.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. 23 plus 6.
Plus 21 radiant and fire, so you only
Yeah,
have
you also
2 health.
Unfortunately,
No.
I left that on. Alright, so that was probably a Draco Lich. With some weird shadow effects on him. That was strange. It's kind of like a cross between a Shadow Drake and a Draco Lich.
I don't think I would have been able to get a scale from him.
Probably not. They're all decayed away. Alright, there we go. Don't have to spend as many hit die on the short rest I'll be taking after this. Alright, we have... Did you say 40 or 48 hours?
40 hours.
We have 40 hours to get in, find what we're looking for, and get out. Before he'll alert the cult that we're here.
How much further do we have to go?
I mean, this was our second day?
Yeah, so I'll put you back on the big map.
Oh, I'm at the Purple Rocks.
Not the purple rocks.
Oh yeah, we're not far. It's like
Yeah,
right
you're
here,
pretty close.
so...
It's like a couple hours in the of walking tomorrow morning to get where you think it is.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I guess when we go back to continue the long rest, which everyone can do except for me, because it requires 4 hours of uninterrupted being stationary. I can only do a short rest. But you're at 2 hours, so yeah, I'll spend one of those hours casting Find Familiar, and I'll spend the other hour doing a short rest. And then I guess make a con save?
Yeah. Yeah. And so Zarin, I think we agreed, was wearing his armor since he was already at full everything yesterday.
Yeah.
So he'll benefit from a long rest, but he's not going to get...
I mean, there's
think
the
it's-
+4 from Zarin in the morning.
This is true. You are fine for your first day of not resting.
For fuck's sake.
But not getting back the hit die doesn't matter because he hasn't spent any hit die. And I don't know what else happens.
That long rest on him, and bless you. That
Thank
long
you.
rest on.
He might not get back his health either. I'm trying to check that. He was at 90, if not.
Yeah, let me know if I gotta change that.
Actually, I would wait until Andromeda's cast before I do a short rest. That way I get the max. So I get 9.
Yeah, he gets his health back. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
You only replenish a quarter of your hit dice of your spent hit dice, and if you have any levels of exhaustion, you don't reduce the level. But he has neither of those two things that he needs to replenish, so he is fine.
Max health, Andromeda's back. I fill her in on the agreement I made. I don't get my knowledge of a past life back. But everything else is fine.
And somewhere Balmung has a vendetta against a half-elf.
You dare suffer a worm to live.
Not just a worm, an undead worm. But yeah.
Well,
The
Dylan, I
rest
thought
of
of
the
an alternate
night.
title for yesterday when the Doom music kicks in.
Yeah, instead of what Bogov answers. Yeah. That was definitely a Doom music moment. You fucking slaughtered them. Holy shit.
Yeah, Walter cut off the head of one hag with a crit, slayed the other, and then killed the last one, and then the last two enemies were killed by the others. So that was fun. Yeah, let's I guess head off.
Okay. So once again in the cult attire and you disguise self, I imagine.
Yep.
Okay. And it is more just open area at this point. You walk for a couple hours before up ahead you see a almost like mountain peaks, but they're instead of going like the sunsets you can see over the horizon. They are more in a small circle and not going up as high. As you approach a little closer and crest the next hill,
Oh, I'm just
you
using
can
the Mask of
see.
Many Faces to give me quite literally the mask, and then I'm using the Glamour Weave, Glamour studded leather armor to give me the attire, so that way only the mask would be more at risk of fading if I fuck up.
Okay. Does the glamour armor also have a
It
check, or is it
doesn't.
just
It just doesn't hold up to physical inspection.
okay?
But it doesn't have a DC to beat.
Well, I mean, if it doesn't hold up to physical, so any physical inspection reveals it as fake,
Yeah.
unless it's just a coloring thing, I'd imagine.
Well, it can appear as any clothing, so.
No, no, but I'm saying if you only change, like if you
Oh, only
had your
change the
study
color,
leather,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, like there's no way physical inspection
I mean, Mask of
would
Many
see through that.
Faces would also have a similar effect. Like, there would be no. It wouldn't pass physical inspection.
Great. But yeah, as you crest the next hill or the next rise, you can see more down over the top of these small peaks. And you see up ahead a large stone caldera. Caldera, one of the
Caldera.
two. And there it is. Roughly, you would guess like almost half a mile one way and a quarter mile the narrow way wide.
Do we just see, like, dragon bones everywhere?
So you can't see down to the bottom of the caldera, but you can see it's like almost like a crater shape.
Okay. Is there, like, a path down there, or are we gonna have to climb?
From here you can't tell. You can go down, like you can walk to the edge of the caldera. It'll be another little bit.
Okay.
You're on like the rise hill, for lack of a better word, before the caldera itself. You continue walking and you make it there. And looking down in, you do indeed see the skeletons of many dragons scattered throughout this large crater.
That is a lot of corpses.
Place is, wow.
It's like an elephant graveyard, but for dragons.
You would guess somewhere in the somewhere in the hundreds. Yeah, the floor of which is lined with the remains of hundreds upon hundreds of dragons.
Hundreds upon hundreds. So not just the hundreds. Hundreds upon hundreds.
Yes, you're getting close to like 1,000.
You'd think if, like, I took a bone, they wouldn't notice, right?
I mean, it might be a metallic dragon's bone.
I just want to maybe in the future use it to make more of those dragon bone bullets.
I think just like grab some of the loose ones. Don't like just pry one off a skeleton.
Would I know if that would do the job?
If what would? I'm sorry.
If I wanted to take a bone so that I could get more of those dragon bone bullets made, what size bone do you think would like make me a good number of bullets?
I mean, so these are mostly really big dragons, really big skeletons.
Like ancient?
Ancient or
Well, 'cause
older.
I mean, so look, and what are the two ways a dragon dies? Of old age or to an adventurer. And if it's to an adventurer, it's not making it here to die. It's dying where the adventurer kills it.
Right.
So you are looking at ancient and bigger and all. So like you have a few scattered around that are more the adult size, like closer to a Ralphatoran size. But then you have some that make the one that you fought in Waterdeep look small.
Oh boy.
In the research I've done on dragons, there was mentions of something called a great worm. I think that corpse is one of them.
Yeah, you don't see any of like the ones that are bigger than bigger than a
Bigger than
mountain,
the city, yeah.
right?
Those
But
exist, but not
Yeah.
here.
yeah. But you do see some that definitely make the one that attacked Waterdeep look small.
That was
So
huge.
only those.
There are some legends
Actually,
about
it's gargantuan. No.
there are some legends about great worms that would one just laying down curled up would fill this entire caldera.
So standing over the edge, go ahead and make me stealth checks if you're trying to be discreet about looking around at it.
Okay. You don't think Tiamat would be that big, do you? That shouldn't be an advantage.
I mean, she can be as big as she wants. She's a god.
And one for Zarin, if you could, Dylan.
It'd be a 14.
That's not awful for him.
Yeah.
Okay. And there is no obvious paths down. There is the cliff face going down into the crater is scalable, but I mean, there's not an actual path.
I imagine most cultists ride in on their dragon mounts.
Oh no, Bean, I did have his armor checked off when you asked me if he had went to sleep with it on or not.
Okay.
Yeah, he
I
wasn't
need
wearing
to
his
do
armor,
that.
now that I
That's
recall.
fine.
Yeah, because his AC's a 14 right now.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
He just had a
But
shield.
he would have
so-
put that back on.
Yeah, he would have.
Nice. A very comfortable 19.
Do I still have climbing kits? Grappling hook?
I would explain why. Because normally when it rolls, right, doesn't it roll?
Oh.
There you go. That's how it should have done it. but I already rolled at disadvantage, so disregard that. Would have been way.
And I will say, Morgan, with your passive perception, you do see a couple of figures walking around the far edge in the bottom of the caldera.
Okay.
Prime spotting us location.
So, like,
Well, I would
on
have like
the east side of it.
personally crawled up to the edge of the caldera to peek over.
Yeah, we probably would have.
Prime spotting
prone.
position from the air. Okay.
But we just see on the far side, not on the rim, right? You said just the
Down at
far
the
side,
bottom.
the bottom.
Yeah, at the base, in the bottom, towards the far side.
And besides the hundreds upon hundreds of dragon skeletons within this caldera, do we see anything else? Like any sort of like, I don't know, structure?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
I will help him with that.
Okay.
Yo, love it. Let's fucking go. 21.
Okay. At first, you can't see anything else down there structure wise. But channeling some of your new connection to the moon, you are able to just, you can tell that there's something being concealed by some form of illusion up towards the north end, and also towards in the very south end of the caldera.
And we're seeing mostly people around the south end.
So you would have approached from the west side, I'd call it. So you'd be seeing people around the east side.
East side? Okay.
But I mean, it's only like Morgan was able to spot 4 figures moving down there.
East Coast
They're-
versus West Coast.
So Brickashaw Ferguson.
I'll look at Andromeda. Do you sense any divine energy nearby?
What's Andromeda's intelligence mod?
It is a 0.
Okay.
She's 11 in intelligence.
Hey, let me open Andromeda real quick.
You
Andromeda. Yep.
She's proficient in deception, insight, persuasion, and stealth.
Yeah, so not Arcana or
Religion.
religion. But she rolls a nat 20. Let's go.
Oh! It's a good thing you rolled it, not me. I would have rolled a 0.
No, it's not a saving throw.
Hate that that's a meme. It happens enough to where it can be a meme.
I mean, it's honestly the same thing with me and charisma checks.
Yep.
Except I got some decent ones in Groven this week. Nothing the divine, really. It's the whole area is similar to an area that's been desecrated, though. And I will say for Morgan, it's strange because you can tell there's some kind of illusions covering those areas, like I said. But normally when you know there's an illusion, you can see through it. And that is not the case for you with this.
Huh.
Which one are we closer to? The north or south one?
I'll say north because you're coming from
Northwest.
a little north of west.
Northwest west.
West northwest.
That's how you would say that, yes. Alright, let's I guess make our way over to this northern illusion that you've picked up on somehow.
Yeah, I wouldn't question it.
And those are all of those things you're seeing covered are in the bottom of the caldera. Like in the floor of it.
I guess make our way down and over.
Right. Where is it? Aaron, can I zoom on this map? Pretty far. How small can I draw on this map?
It's a caldera. And
So you got one there, one there, one there. It is too small to properly draw, apparently. But yeah, so you start making your way around the edge and then beginning to just scale the wall down. Unless you have anything to help you with scaling down, I will need
Unfortunately,
athletics
I don't
checks.
think we have our climbing kits anymore. Or at least I don't have mine on me.
let me check my bag.
I do have a grappling hook.
Bag of holding.
I have 30 pythons.
Piton.
Python.
I have 3 50-foot sections of hempen rope. Oh, and a climber's kit.
And a rank 50-foot section of hip and rope.
Yes, that was from the what are they called again? Ettins?
Yeah.
It was in the Emerald Assassin's lair.
I also have a hempen rope.
Ooh, more hempen rope.
I guess one person can use the climbing kit to go ahead and set in the pythons for our way down. And the rest follow.
Okay.
Zarin do that. I feel like he'd be good at that.
All right.
He is the strongest.
So we'll have Zarin make an athletics check. Because he is scaling. Or whatever the opposite of scaling is. He is a champ.
Descending.
Yeah, but I mean, if you jump off, it's still descending.
Repelling?
Repelling.
He would beat John Cena tonight.
Yeah, so but he can't see him. He doesn't have good enough passive to see John Cena, but he would beat him.
Morgan being the only person alive that can see John Cena.
No, that's Tia. Tia can see John Cena.
No way.
Yeah.
My perception's better than hers now.
Oh, is it? I guess she hasn't leveled up.
Actually, if she leveled up, hers might be better than mine.
So he makes it down. He does put in the Pythons.
Pito. How many does he use? Because I had 30.
Well, it's like 200 feet down. How often do you put in a Python? I've never gone rock climbing.
Every 10
I'm
feet. I
gonna.
think.
Yeah, I'd say 10 feet probably. So he'd use 20. He'd put in 20.
We'll see about getting those back later. Could always buy more though.
I will say you have okay. You're on a stony mountain. You're on a stony cliff. He is having to hammer these Pythons in.
Yeah, getting them back. Okay.
So I mean, you can try to get them back. I'm saying it's not quiet.
I mean, we're in cult attire. If we get asked, we can just say our wyvern squad was killed and we barely survived.
And I will say, all three of you, as Zarin is making it to the ground, notice that the figures on the far side are starting to head in his direction.
Well, fuck.
Yeah, I'll get down there. I'll lead the way down after Zarin.
Okay. So if each of you, so we'll start with Rebecca. Make an athletics check at advantage.
28. Wasn't that 20?
Yep. You make it down pretty easily, and then Morgan or Morgan or
Just
Kunk, whichever
jump
one of you would be
off and
next.
fine. Do a superhero landing.
If only this is an acrobatics.
You do have advantage. It takes you a good bit longer, but you do manage to keep your grip. You can feel your arms are just aching with exhaustion by the time you make it to the bottom, though. And then, is Morgan going to do the cool thing, or is he going to climb down?
I feel very pressured.
It
I'm
would
gonna do the
probably
cool
be
thing.
suspicious if you jump.
Fine.
At this point, I will say that the cultists are. They only have about a quarter of the way to go. They're getting pretty close.
Yeah, I'll make it seem like I'm just a regular cultist.
Okay.
Not bad.
You also make it down with no problem. When Morgan is about 50 feet up, you would see that the figures that are approaching, one of them being in purple robes. Though similar to what you are copying, Rebecca, wearing a regular mask instead of one of the
Dragon masks.
the big boy. Yeah, one of the dragon masks. Identify yourselves.
Our flyer squad was taken down not far from El Terrell. Our old leader got a little ambitious in trying to take on the metallic bastard flying around there.
And do I climb down instead of going through the tunnels?
Orcs.
Orcs in the stronghold.
A bunch of orc raiding parties just happened to be passing by as we're heading through, and we just couldn't wait anymore. We had to find another way through.
Make a deception check.
I'm expertise.
And Morgan, you would make it to the base at this point.
Love being social rogue.
He'll turn to one of the ones that's in black robes and say, Send up your bird to check it out. And you'll see, seemingly from nowhere, this man reaches into his pocket and pulls out a raven that flies up into the sky.
Hope there's some orcs real close by.
Didn't want to wait and didn't want to give away the location. Smart. But still, identify yourselves. Which sect are you under?
Man, would we remember like any information about anything like that?
I don't know.
I don't.
Did Ramon?
You have not heard any sect names that you can remember. You do know of the 5 worm speakers, which would be the 5 colors of chromatics, but you don't know specific names for anything.
Oh man.
What was the worm speaker? The blue worm speaker.
No, but that's not a sect though. I don't know if we could just say that. I think we're gonna have
we
to
were
like.
originally part of that, but then due to the recent chaos, we were recently transferred to a different different squad that we're not super familiar with that got themselves all killed.
You wouldn't know Archmander. He went to a different school. If that is that what Rebecca is saying to the man, or is that Beck talking?
If I say that, I won't say it verbatim. That's just Beck not being smart enough to.
Fuck. I feel like we should just try something. Just
Okay, what do I think would be a good possible name?
Fuck. I don't know. Like
Can I make a check for that or something?
Make a general wisdom check. I'll say everyone can make one. No one gets help on this.
I'll add
Oh,
D6
the only-
to that.
Can I 13. Use my inspiration for playing Zarin to re-roll that?
You can.
And yep.
No.
And inspiration, you take the new roll.
Yep.
I got a 13.
Zarin does get to try to be wise.
Oh yeah. That's right.
He
Oh,
has a very
Zarin.
good wisdom, doesn't he?
Let me look at my stuff real quick.
Jeez, that's no. 13's
that
not bad
for-
for plus nothing.
Yeah, Rebecca has
Let me
a
see if
13.
Andromeda can
Zarin
think
has
of
a 13
anything.
right now.
She could telepathically communicate with me. 6. No, she has nothing.
Oh fuck! I was gonna say like the Black Talon Wyvern Squadron or something. I don't know. I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna use. Can I use one of these?
Do you make an ability check an attack roll or saving throw? You can roll a d10 and add it to the total. Yeah, you can. Yes, so roll a d10. Okay, so that gives Kunk a
No,
12.
My 13 and Zaren's 13's better.
So Rebecca and Zarin, or do you have something else you're going to use to try to add to it, Beck?
I don't have anything. I'll just say,
You would know that the blue worm speaker's name was Galvin. That would be all you can come up with under pressure.
we were originally under Speaker Galvin, but after his disgrace in losing the blue dragon mask to those fools in Waterdeep, we were recently transferred to the Black Talons, and those idiots got them all killed near Elturel.
Talon Wyvern Squad.
Okay. Make me a deception check. You'll have disadvantage on
Of
this.
course I do.
But you have a really good modifier, so it's probably fine.
I'll add a
22.
d6 to that. 23. Okay.
23. This is possible, so I am having him roll. I see. And you chose to come here instead of one of these safe houses closer to El Terrell.
Yes, we figure that there would be better resources here to get us re-equipped and not avenge, but at least find some way to recover some of the lost supplies.
Dylan,
Yeah.
is Morgan wearing his holy symbol?
Not openly.
Okay.
It's under the robe, okay.
Yeah. It's under the robe.
And then Zaren's wearing armor under the robe, so it is bulky.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just muscular. That's it.
Big bone.
He doesn't like to talk about it.
Morgan's pretty big too, though. I mean, you know, he's a big guy in a little coat.
I mean, there's a difference between Morgan and plate armor.
Yeah, that's true.
We will wait for the report back about your orcs. I'm sure you understand.
Of course. Were I in your position, I'd do the same.
Okay. And a couple minutes will pass. And the bird will come back. Beck, you were the one that said the thing about the orcs, so I want you to make a luck roll. Go ahead and roll it. Roll 1d20, and then roll another d20. You want the second one to be higher.
Is a tie good?
I don't know. This never came up in the rules I got the luck rolls from.
I mean, it's not lower.
True.
Guidance. I mean, no.
So the black robe figure will go and whisper in the wearer purple's ear. Well, it seems your orc bands must have been moving rather swiftly through the area. There's only one up there. Surely a wearer purple like yourself should have been able to take care of one orc.
There wasn't one orc when we were there. That one must have stayed behind to keep watch for something. They might be getting suspicious that our activities through the tunnel are might be being noticed.
Make a deception check at advantage. Not at advantage. A straight deception check.
This is what I made.
34.
This is what I made Rebecca for.
This is so fucking nerve-wracking.
That would be a first and the last. What is it? 130-ish years since we took over the caldera? Strange they would start noticing now.
Orcs may
start
be
caring
stupid,
anyway.
but you give a bunch of monkeys some pencils, eventually they'll write something impressive.
They'll write one of Volo's guides.
They'll write the entire works of Volo.
Yeah, I'll say that instead.
Give some monkeys
If
oh, and they'll
you
write
give enough monkeys enough quills, they'll eventually write the entire works of Volo.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Okay. So tell me, how can me and my men be of service to your mission?
Well, we need some more supplies. We need to be rearmed. Fortunately, we were able to tend to our immediate wounds on location, so medical attention's not needed. But again, supplies and possibly a guide around the place. We've actually never been here before. We just knew of the location.
I will see that you are rearmed. What type of weapons do you prefer? Do you and your men? Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I'm more of a spellcaster. A couple replacement scrolls for the ones I lost would be nice. The chunky one here.
Is it Saren or Morgan?
I'd say Zarin. It would be for Zarin because he's quite literally chunky.
Yeah.
Prefers to use great swords or other two-handed weapons.
just nods with a like a grunt.
How tall is Kunk?
Flank, flank.
I think I set him to normal height for a human.
So like 5'9"?
Yeah, about.
But his nose sticks out past the hood of the robe. His nose is like squashed up against the mask.
Shorty here. I pat him on the head even though we're the same height. He's good with a bow, but stuck with a cheap makeshift one that we had to fashion in order to escape. And our large friend here just likes punching things.
No, damn it. I was trying to have him interrupt you and say short swords.
Okay,
'cause-
if you interrupted me.
yeah, he would just say short swords.
How many times have I told you not to interrupt me? But fine, short swords.
He bows his head in shame.
You are very forgiving for your subordinates interrupting a conversation among their betters.
I find that harshness needs to be sprinkled in with some mercy needs to be sprinkled in with the harshness, as otherwise they lose morale too quickly.
As long as there's not too much mercy, of course.
Of course. When they speak out too often, I get the whip. Assuming I have one on me.
By the way, I need a new whip.
One of those as well.
I would like to recover the one I lost, but as a temporary replacement would not go unnoticed. Only the finest of whips to be used on my men.
This one is a cat of nine tails that I took from a dead drow priestess of Lolth. It inflicts the most grievous of wounds and a dabble of poison.
had another where there was rotting teeth embedded in the whip.
No!
I mean, poison. Yeah, but some of them, instead of poison, actually have acid producers in them
Yeah.
instead of poison.
Like,
You gotta get the different kind of burn.
ugh.
There's some that
You gotta
inflict
mix it up.
lightning. There's some that inflict fire. Oh god.
No, no! The side profile
The schnoz.
is such a defined jawline, but it's just overshadowed by the schnoz.
Would you look at the nose on that guy?
That's a good egg.
All right. You see that this is taken care of, and one of the three black robe ones, not the one with the bird, would run off. As for your tour, given the unusual circumstances, I will have to speak with one of the worm speakers first.
No, the tour was more guiding us to the different spots to collect our equipment. But if you're offering an actual tour of the site, then it would be an honor to behold.
My apologies. Before you can be granted access to the tunnels, given the unusual circumstances of your arrival, you can't be too careful these days. I hear Waterdeep's council is making quite a number of allies.
What have you heard? We haven't had much communication the past few days. Anything new recently?
Word is they've been foolish enough to seek the help of the Red Wizards.
They truly are
Says Tam.
desperate.
Well, he would have said of Saz Tam's Red Wizards.
Of
Sorry,
Saz
that's me
Tam's.
misspeaking.
Okay.
Everyone who has learned anything about the history of the last few centuries knows Saz Tam would sooner take Faerun than assist it.
Not that his plans will ever come to fruition.
Of course not. His renegades, as he prefers to them, shall take quite nicely to that region when our work is complete.
I just nod my head.
But forgive me. As I said, I must converse with my superior before I can grant you access. No offense, but my men will keep an eye on you.
Of course. Again, I'd do the same in your position.
And as he says this, you would see, besides the two that are standing beside him, 4 more on each side of you would have come up silently. Also wearing black robes.
Are
They're
these,
back like a good 20, 30 feet.
we normally see them in like red robes. So, or
They're
red or
normally in
purple?
black robes.
Normally black? Okay, I thought it was
Yeah.
red.
No, the only one that's red is the mage token, and that's because they don't have a cult version of the mage one.
I see.
Where is humanoid? DC cultist dragon. Yeah, they're normally like oh, it might be in red. Let's look.
Well, the cult fanatics are red, but those
Yeah, but
don't
that's
apply
a
to
base.
specifically. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're
Actually,
they're
black-
generally in black robes for the cult of the dragon.
The first token you posted in the D&D movie, they use that outfit.
They do. I think that's this a similar outfit to what they've had in previous editions as well. I'm not sure about that though. Okay, and he would walk off. So you would have 10 black-robed cultists, not like surrounding you, but around where you are. Right.
I want to try. I'll have Andromeda turn in. Well, she's already invisible, but she's inside my robes. Crawl out as a spider and trail after the mask wearer, invisibly as a spider.
Okay. What is the spider's speed for trying to follow this man?
20, so it is a
Spiders-
dash 40.
Okay. So yeah, dashing to keep up. 20 feet. That's a fast spider. I don't want to live in a world with that spider.
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure it's 20.
No, I believe you. But that's a fast spider.
Yeah, 20 feet,
I mean, a
20
spider-
foot climb.
I mean, a D&D spider can also lift a human child, so... Or human baby, I mean.
And it's
With
as
its
smart as a
strength.
dog.
It has a strength of 2. 2 times 30, and it's tiny, so divide by 4. A D&D spider can lift 15 pounds.
Wow.
But yeah, she follows for a bit, and then he seemingly begins walking down into the stone.
Confusing, but she will follow.
So I need a wisdom save from Andromeda.
Oh boy.
Andromeda. So this isn't like a thing that it's not something that's affecting her mind. So she doesn't notice this. But she just walks on top of the stone instead of going down where he went down. It's as if he walked. When I say she doesn't notice this, she doesn't know she's making a saving throw against something.
But she notices that she's walking on the stone.
Yeah, it's almost so to her it would be like he somehow walked into stone, which is possible with magic. But she walks on top. She walks on the stone that he walked down through. This would be in the same area that Morgan, in one of the areas that Morgan noticed something strange.
Okay.
I guess telepathically was like, what is this? Like a physical illusion?
I don't know. So Shardy 20 plus 0 for intelligence. He went down here. And so she keep like going around that area trying to see if she like maybe missed the exact spot he went down or something like that. But searching around. Does not seem
No,
to
his
find
cousin.
anything.
Her cousin.
Says Tammy.
That's Tammy.
I'm sorry, Uncle says Tammy.
Yeah. Sassy Tammy. Sassy Tam.
So were you watching through Andromeda's eyes, or what was going on back?
If I can watch but not listen, because then like I'd just have my I'd be blind but not deaf where I am.
Yeah, we'll say that works. So you could make a Arcana check if you wish.
Me, okay.
Same roll as Andromeda. Yeah. Best you can tell, you know like earth elementals and things like that can move through earth. It might be some kind of magic similar to that.
How many feet away is she?
So he would have you came down towards the north side. He would have walked over there. Ruler. So you'd be like here. She'd be about 350 feet away.
Damn. If she was 100 feet, I could maybe try like casting precipitation or something.
Find your butt.
So would everyone else be just waiting there with the guards, or would you try to break away?
I would just wait.
Yeah, I would wait. Doesn't
Andromeda
seem
just
smart.
kind of stack a little pile of pebbles next to where she saw the guy, like not immediately next to, but like about like a meter or two off to the right. A little pile of pebbles to mark it, and then wander around the area to where, see what else she can find.
Okay. Okay. So she wanders around, and aside from the myriad giant dragon bones, in which so because some of the dragon bones are down, like the dirt has built up around them some, because this has been here for who
Millennia.
knows how long. Right. Um she would it wasn't immediately noticeable, but there's like more on top of the dirt than actually buried. or partially buried over here, like between you and her. So like if you're right here at the turn off snapping.
Whoa. I'm still in the world. Okay. Woof. Can only get in 250 feet. 250 zoom.
Yeah. So like you're right here on the edge of the where the dot is.
Yeah.
Of the caldera. She went to roughly over here, which is not actually 3.2 miles. So she'd be around there. And just north of between you two is more piled up on top than actually buried, as if they've been put there as if they've been there more recently. But still skeletons. So it's not like they're fresh dragon corpses. And as she's looking at this, the man would begin ascending back out of the stone as if walking up a ramp. And would begin walking back over towards you.
Based on how he's walking, can I gauge like whether it be like, hey, you got a tour, or it's like, sorry, you're banned, or kill them.
You can insight at disadvantage because like you can't go by any facial expressions or anything like that.
Yeah, just the way their
mask
body
and robe
expression.
Yeah, it's
18,
literally just from
that's
walking.
not bad.
It's not bad at all. He's happy, joyful, something in that range.
Oh no.
You can't tell his exact intentions.
Those are spies, you idiot. Go kill them. Yay!
As you wish.
For the glory of the Undying Queen, I will do away with the biggest thorn in our side.
Says
Oh, we're fucked. No, the uniques.
Yeah, we're the cult's most wanted, 1 through 4.
More than that. You got Loki, you got Tia.
Well, yeah, the ones that are currently here. Well, I didn't give us like specific rankings each, but like we're tied for number 1, so
You're all somewhere in the top 6, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, let's be fair. Morgan's probably number 1 because he killed 3 dragons.
Morgan was Om's most wanted.
That's true, he was.
I was the Sword Coast most wanted. Well, I wasn't actually. I was more. They said that to get something out of me. As I later found
You're
out.
on the list.
I was on the list, but I wasn't the most wanted.
No. I mean, you got Hallister, you got a Sararak, you got Saztam. There's bigger fish than someone that destroyed a village.
By
Allegedly.
accident. Allegedly by accident.
Allegedly.
Well, I'm sure you'll be pleased to know that the Black Talons are indeed doing just fine. They made it out of El Terrell with only 2 casualties.
It's a real fucking group!
At the right place.
Yeah, they're in the right area, and fuck.
Whoa.
However, they are looking for a group of 4 deserters.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, no, a group of 5 deserters. Tell me, Where is the previous captain you spoke of?
Um,
Oh my god. Bean was like, y'all just can't keep falling ass backwards into success.
um,
I
Now
mean,
you're
I
fucked.
rolled how close you were for things on the different lies you made.
yeah.
Let me ask you, was Black Talons actually a viable name for a potential squad?
Works, yeah. So I rolled to see if there would be an actual.
Oh my god.
We got lucky and unlucky simultaneously. 5 deserters. Those 2. Oh, I will have their heads. How dare they accuse us of being deserters? They're the ones that deserted us, left us for dead. Faked their
So far-
deaths so they could escape. I presume, apparently they're alive.
So are you actually casting mass suggestion?
I am not. I just posted that by accident. I meant to click the eye.
Okay. Okay, I was trying to find what the suggestion was and what you were saying. Well, from what they're saying, your previous captain deserted and took along 4 of his men. Give up your captain's location. Unless you truly are deserters.
Ah.
And you would see the 8 that had came up silently before would all have bolts knocked on their crossbows at this point.
How many total are there?
10 plus the wearer of purple.
This is not a place to fight. This is not a place to fight.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna cast mass suggestion. I just posted it again.
You're not gonna try to lie about a location for the captain?
I feel like even if we tell them the location, they'll have us killed.
Yeah, that sounds very cult.
Okay. So you have 11 targets, which is up to 12. What is your suggestion?
These are not the droids we were looking for.
No, probably that they're the traitors, right? Like they're the deserters and not us.
You will give us the plans to this facility and let us go freely for the next 24 hours.
Shit.
So it's a wisdom save. I do have to say, what Dylan said would be a whole lot easier to play off if they succeed on their saves.
What did Dylan say?
Convincing
The
them that they're-
deserters, not us.
Oh!
that you're not the deserters. The group that told them that you are the deserters is the deserters.
Yeah, you literally could have played off of, you're gonna believe the words of these piss ants over those of us sent by the captain.
Oh shit!
They're
Yeah,
the
that's right.
deserters.
Yeah.
God damn
is
it.
it too late to change that? I wasn't really thinking. I was trying to think of something to suggest as he was saying that.
Yeah, I'll give you this one retcon.
Okay, yeah.
Any more lies, you're not retconning though.
No. Yep. What Dylan said.
Okay. Slash. Yeah. D20. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wisdom save. Okay.
Fucking dead, man. We're fucking dead. Game over, man.
12 wisdom saves later.
Well, 11 actually.
11 wisdom saves later.
I choose to fail. No.
Oh god,
Yeah.
I am the
Oh,
deserter!
Also, Targus Morgan. Oh man, maybe
Maybe
he's
I
right.
am.
We are the real cultists. And that's how Morgan became a cultist for 24 hours.
For the glory of Tiamat, the Undying Queen. You're so
So
fucked.
this is very interesting. So it seems to take hold across all of them. They all like lower their posture some, as if they're considering what you're saying as true. The crossbows start dropping down. However, you then see something flash from behind the mask of the wearer of purple's robe.
Can
And
I counterspell that?
you actually can't because it's contingency and it's already been cast.
Oh no.
Fuck.
However, you cast a 6th level spell, and you can only store up to 5th in contingency. So he has to roll for this dispel magic.
Ooh. DC 16. Don't worry, I have another get out of jail free card.
All right. So
Silvery Barb. No.
Rebecca, go ahead and just make me a persuasion roll.
Persuasion. Fuck, I really need
Or no, it's
proficiency.
deception. It's deception. Sorry,
Deception,
it's
okay.
deception. Yeah, because that was a lie. 35.
Frankly, this is absurd.
If this goes really wrong, I have a way to get us out of this.
Oh, I hope.
And then continue. So the weird thing here is, I think contingency can only target yourself. The contingent spell.
I think you're
So
correct about that.
it only dispels the effect on. Yeah, it takes effect only on you, even if it can normally target others. So instead of dispelling the entire effect, it only dispels the effect on him, not the others that failed. However, with that stupid deception roll, I believe you are telling the truth, but one of you is a traitor and just tried to affect my mind. One of your men is not who he seems.
Uh,
That there is some other unseen force here, but I doubt that.
what do we do?
Andromeda's nearby. I'll have her not be a spider anymore, but still cloaks, but knock over some bones to make it seem like someone is hiding and accidentally slipped.
Okay. What is the target of this spell?
She is invisible.
She is. That's why I have to see if it's Nope, it is a line, so he can do it. So I'll say because he doesn't know exactly where, but I mean he heard you're specifically making the noise. I'll give her advantage on a dexterity saving throw.
I mean, even if she passes, she's probably failing. She's probably dying. Oh damn, 20.
Okay, let's see if having this is enough.
I guess lightning
She
bolt.
takes 15 lightning damage after it's halved. Yeah, it's lightning bolt.
You know what?
The darndest thing.
She survives with 6 HP.
Andromeda, unless you command her otherwise, will choose to reveal herself.
I'll let her cook.
You see, a celestial is the one to make the sacrifice play. And he will point and interconic say attack. And don't think it goes against your suggestion, so they would follow his command.
Yeah. I'll fire an Eldritch Blast, but intentionally miss.
Okay. I'll roll these, but it's not gonna be.
No, she's going poof.
I'm gonna have Zarin shoot a firebolt at her.
And try to hit or try to miss?
I mean, she's immune to fire.
Yeah, try to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll hit her. That does nothing.
And I'll have Zoran say, "What trickery is this?"
Okay. What's Andromeda's AC?
13?
Well, the first two already hit.
I mean, that 8 already that already takes her down.
Yeah. As a firebolt that intentionally did not damage, a bevy of Eldritch Blasts that intentionally miss, and then a array of arrows all pelt the area.
Oh, she does have resistance to non-magic weapons.
Okay.
You think,
I mean,
you
the second one would
bolts
still
rocking?
put her down.
Yeah, the second one would still. So she take 4, and then
Actually, no. These ones here they would be magical bows.
Okay, yeah.
They don't have plus. They don't have a plus to damage, but they are magical bows. The real traitors must have sent someone, sent that fiend to follow you and find our plans.
I concur.
Wow, Rebecca. I just spent all that money to bring her back.
I mean, it was only 50 gold. It was only 10 gold.
Oh, is it only 10? I thought it was 50.
It's either 10 or it's 50 to teleport. I think Find Familiar is 10.
Okay.
Let me double check though. I do feel bad because I don't. Yeah, it's 10 gold. I do feel bad because I don't like her dying, even though she's not dying.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't because of a command you gave her this time, though.
Yeah, it was her own choice.
We must draw up plans for how to entrap the real traitors. Send scouts to the perimeter. Make sure no other beings followed them in here. Okay, and I will say, yep. I believe that the commander here, as it were, would indeed like to talk to you now that this has happened. I will go see if I can fetch him. Actually, no. He'll send one of the. He'll send the one with the raven, who looks visibly shaken. Um. At this point, someone comes up. Their arms laden with 2 short swords.
Good.
A bow with draconic engravings in it.
Okay.
A great sword. And I mean, you didn't specify, but 3 spell scrolls.
3 unknown spell scrolls. Okay.
Oh, I will say, by the way, just because, yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
Sorry, I had a thought and was like, you know what? Let me just not.
Was Morgan gonna try to pass himself off as the Omnian specialist forces?
No. Because I only just realized it now upon hearing Greatsword again. Does he have his holy symbol on his shield? Because if he does, I would have had him put it away well before we got here.
Yeah, his holy symbol is on his shield, so he probably would have it in the bag of holding.
Yeah, okay.
So
okay.
his AC is only a 17,
Yes.
I think.
Yeah,
Oh no,
because
he has a +1 shield, so it's a
S-
16
16. I got you.
because of the special bonus from Oirin.
Yep.
But a few minutes later, a wearer of purple walks out without a hood and without a mask. You see this man.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes.
Who has I believe it's a pseudo dragon.
I think his name is George, though. I don't know why.
George.
Yeah, it's
R.R.
George.
Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually
Yeah,
George
he has a pseudo
Gygax.
dragon on his shoulder.
Does the other wearer of purple like bow or something to him?
So the other wearer of purple, you try to like discreetly look over. He does the 3-clawed. Actually, so him and the other regular cultist that didn't leave would all do a three-clawed right hand over their left shoulder and bow.
All right, I would do very overtly so the others can see that I'm doing this and do it as well.
Yeah, Morgan and Zarin would follow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, well. It appears we've had traitors revealed by supposed traitors. From what I was told, you are the actual loyal ones from your squad. Though you did lead an enemy fiend within the caldera.
Apologies. It managed to slip by our senses somehow.
Morgan would bow apologetically as if to like take the blame for that.
Okay.
But still not speaking.
Here. This is the full art of the man.
Severin.
Oh, it has the name.
Yeah, it's Severin. It's him. I don't remember who he is.
Was he the guy that talked to Zell and
No,
No, okay.
Elders.
I don't think so.
No, we
I'd have to
spoke
watch
to
the
a
Bible.
half black dragon.
That's right. Yep.
Yes. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this appears to be a human. I think he is Kalashite.
He looks like he'd be from Galamjan.
Kalashite human.
Look at Dylan being a professional racist.
Have you heard him talk?
Filthy Kalamshan. Kalashite.
Dylan, I didn't know you ran races.
I do. It's a great way to stay in shape.
Okay. So tell me, what is your side of the story? That way I know just how severely we need to deal with the traitors.
We're doing a sweep towards El Terrell. Got a little too close for comfort, and one of the metallic dragons that the council has stationed there happened to be in the area and managed to take down our wyverns, and we presumed the others killed, and we slowly made our way here. But obviously they lived and tried to blame us for their
Probably to excuse their failure.
to excuse their failure. I would.
He also
Heck is
gave you
not
the whip
good
when he gave you
at
the weapon.
talking.
He also gave you the whip when he gave you the weapons.
I didn't say that in character.
Yeah, he's
Well, now
helping.
you
He's
did.
helping the player because
Yeah, homie's struggling. It's a tense situation. You got to choose your words carefully. Want them to believe us
otherwise
or not?
there'd be like a lot of fucks and like shit.
Yeah, literally.
Right? Yeah. Very well. And you came here seeking resources.
Yes.
Well, that's what you said when you first arrived.
Yes, to recover any of the supplies that we lost in the area. Although, the wearer of purple here um, accidentally suggested a tour when I meant more a guide for collecting the resources, though we would like to take up on that potential offer, as it would be an honor to behold this location with our own eyes.
Okay. That one will be a persuasion check, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not lying.
You'll have advantage, but it is persuasion instead of deception.
24. When was it not 20?
Not bad. That may be able to be arranged in the future, but we're at a critical time in the operation. And with this news of your prior squadron's deception, I believe that should take the forefront.
What
Just
shall you...
know that
Sorry.
the time is your hard work within our organization will pay off soon.
What would you have us do, sir?
Report back to your whichever worm speaker you previously reported to. So among the Black Talons, that would be the black worm speaker.
Oh boy.
The raids must be stepped up if we're to have a suitable tribute when the Undying Queen arrives. And as he says Undying Queen, everyone would do the 3-clawed thing again.
Yep.
Yeah, we do it too. It's like a little bit of a lag spike.
Yeah. These metallic guardians Waterdeep has arranged for will certainly make that harder. But there's plenty of wealth in the outlying towns. It's just not as centralized. But she will be brought back. Everyone's hard work will pay off. And this shall be the new seat of her empire.
So is it true? This will be where she comes?
You never wondered why, up until we took it over, dragons had always come here to die.
It was quite the mystery, yes.
There's a weak connection. And that's why even after we took it over, they continued to come here to be made into the false idols that the previous cult had created. But now, this site's true purpose will be met.
I guess I'll say for the Undying Queen, and do the claw thing and bow.
Yeah, I'll say, much like Hail Hydra, everyone repeats it in unison. With your
Glory to the Undying Queen.
see that weapons are provided for you to make your way back to your command.
Well, we don't have to walk back. We're gonna have to deal with the wyverns, though.
Yeah.
Because I don't think... unless we get to keep the wyvern mounts, like, they don't care. Because they're not intelligent.
It makes me wonder if we're going to have to exert some form of magical control over them.
Well, I specifically said I was the spellcaster. So for everyone else, it wouldn't make sense to have a magic thing
That's true.
involved.
Well, Zarin casted Firebolt.
It could just be an Eldritch Knight.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So, I mean, Firebolt's not a typical paladin spell.
It's true.
Identity concealed.
When the time draws nigh, the entire cult will convene here. And have no doubt that the forces of the Sword Coast will try to stop us.
Only delaying
But
the
they-
inevitable. If it seemed like he was still going to say something, I would have stopped. I wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah. But they will fail. Their hubris will be their downfall. He'll turn around. Get this squadron some wyverns. And he will begin walking off. And he will walk down through the stone.
Well, we learned a lot. From the little we've seen.
Successful mission. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Respect gained.
And with that, let's take a 10-minute break.
Alrighty.
I was waiting for Rebecca to have to whip her uncle.
Please no.
Oh yeah,
It's
I got
wrong on
whipped
so
now.
many levels.
In quotes,
I'll be right back.
replacement whip. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Yeah, maybe we grab another water.
I want to go to the Darkhold. One. Two. A 3. How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? The world may never know. My back hurts. Ugh.
Amogus.
Amogus. Amogus. Amogus. Fumo. Like the giant Fumo creature.
Yeah.
It was quite entertaining. But my favorite though, Morhen? My
Yeah.
absolute favorite.
Oh. Be right back.
Oh, okay, bye.
Return.
Welcome back.
How do you always fall backwards into success?
To be fair, we probably should have gotten screwed at least twice here.
I was like, I don't have a list of every single job being taken on at any time and all the squads and all that. So I'm like, I'll just roll to see how close what they say is to the truth. As long as it was something that made sense.
Right.
Rip Andromeda. 2 days in a row.
For real. Poor Andromeda. Andromeda gets eliminated post haste.
I'm back.
Like,
I can't believe we're alive.
You shouldn't be. I advocate for instant death on the premise of we can't keep getting away with it.
I mean, clearly karma's going to come around, and when it does happen, it will be swift and painful.
Yep. I was gonna use plane shift to get us out of here.
Is plane shift in action? It is.
It's action.
Man, bye-bye!
I can't believe the wearer of purple did the what's going to be the Aaron special before Aaron gets to do it.
Have a contingency dispel on themselves.
Or if I fall under the effects of magic that I don't want to be affected by.
Gotta do that every week.
Every 10 day.
Yeah.
Which is
Every
which
7
is different for Wild West. It is 10 days, which is over a week in Wild West. It is every week in Toro. Yeah, but I mean, it's basically free, Beck.
Yeah, it doesn't even consume the component.
No, you just have to keep it on you at all times.
Got it. The bagman will steal it from you.
Which does mean I can't performance of creation that component.
No, you cannot.
Unless I want the contingency to only last a couple hours.
Does it only work as long as you have the statuette with you?
Yeah, at the end it says also contingency ends on you if its material component is ever not on your person.
Oh. Yeah. Damn lawyer wrote that.
No, a very smart guy who had enough of his players getting away with shit wrote that. Oh shit.
Who may or may not have been a lawyer in his daytime job.
I mean, I'm gonna have Jarvis surgically implant the statuette inside of me.
Good luck with that.
Okay, I'll have the doctor do it. That's more likely to work.
Work. Definitely work
And-
better than Jarvis.
Yeah. Whether it works or not, I have very little doubt that Dr. D.R. Merland would be on board with trying to do it.
I'd probably trust Merlin Oh, for Jarvis.
All right, Walter. You're good with them Smith's tools. I need you to use them to perform a surgery. It's life or death, Walter.
I mean, maybe on a warforge, but not someone made of organic tissue.
No, I mean, what's the difference between tongs and forceps? Not much.
That's such broken logic. That's so scuffed.
What are forceps if not reduced tongs?
I gotta grab something real quick.
And that's how Aaron died of sepsis. You ever cough right as you go to drink water?
Yep. I'm trying to figure out if we should take the wyverns or let them free before we get to Northwood.
Okay, I'm back.
And they're not very smart, but they are wise.
Wyverns.
Yeah.
Yeah, have these wyverns been indoctrinated in cultist ideals?
Yeah, they've been watching the presentation with their eyes taped open. Death to the Sword Coast. Death to the Uniques. And for some reason, death to the Wackadoos.
What did those guys ever do?
I mean, all of them have canonically been helping y'all's effort in
What?
different ways.
No. Didn't do nothing.
I mean, Chungo's fine. Bulungus is fine.
Oh, wrong Chungo.
Chungo
The
may
Grung Chungo.
not. He might be an actual usurper that we aided and just didn't know. We thought we were helping reinstall the legitimate king of Dun Grunglung, but we might have actually participated in a real coup.
There's nothing wrong with a little coup d'etat.
Yeah, would you say that Grok lost his city, Beck?
I mean, he's dead.
Or would you? Yeah, but would you say that he lost his town? Is that an accurate statement?
Yes.
Oh no, never mind. That's not the wording. I forgot my own prophecy. I thought it was locale that that was lost, but it's the locale that has vanished.
Dunkrunk wants the key to everything. That's
It
like the
was
equivalent of
Dunkrunk
George
Lung
Lucas
all
saying
along.
Jar Jar is the key to everything.
No, that would be the Locatha down. Or the sea elves in the Bay of Waterdeep.
I went to the bathroom arguing with this guy over copyright law.
Who won?
No, there's this VTuber who was getting merch made of them, but they don't have the rights to use the model that they use without asking permission from the original creator of the model. And the model creator found out.
Oh.
So people are wondering what's going to happen now with all this stuff. And this one guy I'm in a server and says that that the VTuber and the place that she was having the merch made through would win a court case about stuff, and I'm saying no, they wouldn't, because the terms of use for the model say you have to ask permission before making tangible goods, and they didn't.
Yep.
Yeah, unless like you tell them beforehand that that's what you're gonna do and they okay it.
And if you do that, keep the receipts.
Yeah. Like I had to do that with a couple of the scab commissions of my OC because I wasn't gonna use it for merch, but apparently you weren't allowed to use it for like profiles and stuff unless they said it was okay. And I said that I wanted to use it for a for like a Twitter profile picture, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that's fine." So I was like, "Okay, good." But the one guy that I commissioned the D&D art from, for Uriel, and a couple of others that you've yet to see, he was like, "Oh, cool, D&D."
All right, we good to go?
Yep.
No. Yes.
No.
Okay. No, Dylan said no. We legally have to wait 10 more minutes now.
But if
No, I'm
Morgan
good.
says no, we start right away. So what does that mean?
It sounds
We'll
like you have
to-
significantly less respect for my dear friend here, and I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about, Beck. What did a Morhen ever do to you?
A lot, actually. Psychological torment for years.
Hidden Amoguses everywhere.
Yep. In my house. On the back
Beck
of my
walks out-
eyelid so I see it when I close my eyes in the sun.
Beck walks outside one day and a Morhen is cloud seeded over Beck City to just have a Mugus in the sky everywhere with the clouds.
Man, if I had like unlimited money, I would definitely do that.
Let's do it over New York.
I would do it over New York as well.
I don't appreciate this level of harassment.
It wouldn't be to you.
Sir,
It'd just be to the population of New York. You know how much
Sir.
chaos that would cause?
Too much.
All right, so what's up? Now that we're getting out of
One
the
second.
break.
1 second.
We're mountain wyverns, I guess. Is there a second of Mocha's into your space?
I'm glad Stella said that as well.
Yeah, let me
Stella
fix that.
Grandmaster.
She knows it's a threat. Did you say Grandmaster Stella?
Yeah, Grandmaster, not Game Master, Grandmaster.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know Stella's dragon chess rating.
That's true. It's definitely higher than Morgan's. He's got a high
Right.
wisdom, so he's like a 700 at best.
So 4 wyverns are brought out for you.
Can't wait to eat them.
They'll
What's the Empire State Building?
Die.
What did the Empire State Building ever do to you, Beck?
Be too big.
Be too big.
No
Wasn't
building should be
CN
too
Tower taller than it for a bit?
big. It was not.
No, not CN Tower. What is the one
CN Tower is the tallest
in
building in
Canada?
It is the tallest freestanding structure in North America, I believe.
First Canadian place in Toronto is the tallest in Canada.
I guess it's just the tallest freestanding.
Anyway, the wyverns wait for you to mount them. And
That was
then
a lot louder than I thought it would be.
I heard nothing.
Oh, okay. I was
Good.
taking a picture of something with my phone, and the phone made the shutter noise.
Unacceptable.
Caught in 4K.
Yeah. And then after you mount them, does anyone have animal handling?
Let me look.
No.
Was that only Tia?
I have
That might have been-
acrobatics.
I only have a +2 in animal handling.
Wait, hold on. Let me check Zaren's sheet. He might actually have something.
Oh, Tia didn't even have it. She just had a horse.
Zaren.
That we forgot about.
No. He has a 0 to it. What do I got? I mean, I'm not proficient, but I'd have a 5 on the roll, which isn't bad.
Yep. Pick one of you to make the group animal handling rolls.
Morgan!
Okay.
I got a +1. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just curious to see what I would
Uh,
get. 16, not bad, okay.
I want to see what I'll get as well. 8.
That's you lose something, actually. It's a hand.
Yeah, you lose a hand.
Ornery bastards.
Yeah. Morgan, much better than the last time he tried to animal handling a wyvern
I was drunk.
when he got stung. But yeah,
I had to
Managed to
dimension
get them.
door him back.
Look, I really thought I had it in my defense.
you'd be able to make it most of the way back that day. You could push the wyverns if you want, much like you can push a horse.
Yeah, we should probably rest for the night. But I think we need to discuss what we need to do about the wyverns.
Okay. Do you keep the disguises up while at camp with the wyverns?
Probably.
Of course.
Okay.
No, wyverns are animals, basically. They're not like dragons where they're actually intelligent.
I'm concerned about the people watching us. So I'm keeping mine up. If anyone's watching us. Is that Jarvis
smarter than-
paranoia kicking in?
They're smarter than a lot of animals.
Mask his friend.
They're smarter than a baboon.
Are they smarter than a
Yeah.
raven?
They're much smarter than a raven. Raven is up
Yeah.
too.
They're much smarter than a raven. Yeah, I don't think they're really animals.
Yeah, they're just animalistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're about the same intelligence as Grog, if I remember correctly.
I have an
But Grog
intelligence
was
of 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Grog
well, he was a 6, right? Yeah. They're almost as smart as Grog.
They don't understand language,
Uh,
so we can talk freely in front of them.
I can't. I don't think. Right? Wait, no, that doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
It's only languages.
Yeah, you probably could try talking to them, and they'd probably be like, "What?" Because they don't understand any languages.
But yeah, I guess what are y'all gonna do with the wyverns?
I mean, we can wait till they're sleeping and then slit their throats and harvest
Poison
them.
them.
No, they're poison creatures. I don't think. Are they resistant? Are they
One of
immune
them-
to poison?
You wouldn't know.
We can find out.
One of them looks over at you, Rebecca, and tilts its head sideways.
I toss them.
Maybe we
grab,
can
a
keep
little
one of
bit
these as
I imagine
pets.
they gave us some food for the wyverns.
Yeah,
Yeah, I toss
they
one of the.
gave you some raw steaks.
Yeah, I'll throw a steak over at it.
What if we could keep one of these ones as pets instead of that baby dragon that we killed earlier? Like, sure, they may be smarter than smart birds.
Well, with that baby dragon, it was too far gone.
It was too far gone.
We'd have to raise it from an egg in order to actually potentially get it to not be evil.
But what about these? At least one?
They're.
Morgan would go around feeding the others.
I wish I could contact Bree and ask her about the loyalty of wyverns.
See, I got to get in good with them so they'll never see the blade coming.
Yeah, I vote. We wait until they're asleep, and then we stealthily kill them.
Poor things.
I also
Okay.
take an hour.
I'm gonna have
resummon.
Zarin do so. Wait, but I'd like to try. Oh yeah, because it takes you an hour, so Zarin would probably be able to do this before that. I'm going to have. Can he ritual cast?
Paladins, I don't think can.
Ah,
Just clerics, druids,
if
and
it's
wizards. And
Can't
bards.
sorcerers?
Sorcerers? Maybe.
If it's one of his sorcerer.
Oh yeah, he
if
is
it's
a
one of his
sorcerer.
Yeah, but it depends on which class that spell you want to do is from, for whether
Detect
he can
magic.
ritual cast it or not. He probably got that from sorcerer. Can
Does
sorcerers
not look
ritual
like
cast?
they
They cannot.
can.
They cannot.
All right, I'll have him burn the spell slot to detect magic on the wyverns.
Okay. The wyverns are not radiating magic. The saddles on the wyverns are.
But what kind?
General enchantment.
Yeah, general. And Kunk's new bow has some magic on it.
The great sword?
Yeah, what about the great sword and the short swords? And also the whip.
You're gonna
The
need
whip, the whip has magic.
you're gonna need to tell me what kind of bow.
I think it's a dragon wing bow.
It is not an official.
Oh.
Oh,
Can you push that one so it's standing up?
What?
Thank you. Sorry, I'm talking to my dad.
Let's see here. The sword would be radiating magic, and the great sword would be radiating magic. And obviously the spell scrolls.
I'm gonna try and see if I can figure out what kind of spell scrolls they are.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't catch it. My dad was talking to me.
All the weapons.
Mm.
General magic.
Oh, so magic for the purpose of overcoming resistances, but not.
Well, you
Like
don't
a-
know beyond that because
We don't know.
Okay, gotcha.
Either-
That's true.
You either gotta try to attune to it, like spend an hour with it, if it's attunement. I mean, if it's not attunement, even you can spend an hour with it to try to figure out what it does. You can wait and have it identified. Identify gives you more details generally.
So the saddles there are in fact just general enchantment. There's no like divination on them.
Correct.
Had to be safe. Yeah. Say Zarin and Morgan respectively will spend an hour with their new weapons. Technically, Morgan would have to spend 2, I believe, because it's 2 separate weapons.
Yeah, you'd have to spend an hour with each of them.
I'll check out the scrolls, see what they are.
I guess I'll spend an hour with the bow as well.
You know, how much you want to bet they're in
Okay.
Draconic?
They're probably in Draconic.
Well,
They-
it's a good
they
thing I
would
know
be-
Draconic.
They would be in Draconic.
Fuck!
Punk, read this. Rescue! Sorry.
I'd say because of the pictures and the like on it as well, Beck. You would be able to tell that one of them is Dragon's Breath.
Dragon's Breath. Ooh. Something to throw on Andromeda at some point. 2 unknown
But-
scrolls. 1 scroll of Dragon's Breath.
Yeah, just transcribe it into your spell. Oh, wait, you can't. No. Where's
And that
Veet when you
is-
need him?
That is a wizard spell, and I believe of a level you can cast.
I mean, I can cast wizard spells up to 5th level, technically. Because I can cast 5th level spells.
Heck yeah, how does spell scroll work? No one knows.
I mean, I could take a 1 level dip into Cleric and be able to cast 5th level Cleric scrolls.
It's true. I mean, but at that point, why not just take the very rare magic item that lets you cast a spell from any spell list you have access to?
You'd have to get that item.
Yeah, I've thought about taking it for arena. Make it absurd.
How many spells can he have prepared? Because he's a multi-class and that gets confusing.
You prepare each one individually.
And I also don't know which ones are just prepared as a result of his divine soul or is it from his paladin.
I mean,
Paladin
sorcerers
has
are
no spells at level 1.
yeah, and sorcerers are a known caster, not a prepared caster. He has more than one level in paladin.
Yeah, he has... I can't tell. Oh, 12. Yeah, 12 in paladin.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Absurd.
No. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm talking. I realize now that you were also talking about that. I'm just talking about in the sense of like. So neither paladin nor sorcerer are prepared. It's
No,
just
Paladin
known.
is prepared.
Paladin is prepared.
The
Yeah,
ones
so
that
you
are
get
auto-prepared
charisma.
is Ensnaring Strike, Speak with Animals, Misty Step, Moonbeam, Plant Growth, Protection from Energy, Ice Storm, Stone Skin, Commune with Nature, and Tree Stride, which I don't believe those last 4 he has.
Wait. I'm gonna uncheck all of these. Say that again, but not nearly as fast.
Ensnaring
But don't
Strike,
uncheck the sorcerer ones.
Ensnaring strike. Okay.
Speak with Animals,
Speak with animals.
Misty Step,
Yep.
Moonbeam,
Yep.
Plant Growth,
Plant growth. Is that a 3rd or a 2nd level?
3rd,
3rd. Got you. Plant growth.
Protection from Energy,
Okay.
and I don't believe he has 4th level spells.
No, he has slots, but he doesn't have the spells. Okay, so those ones are always prepared from his paladin, and then any of the rest
He
of
can
them.
prepare, I believe, is it half his paladin
Charisma
level?
modifier plus half of his paladin level.
So
Charisma modifier is 5. So plus half is 6, so 11. Okay. The problem is how many of these are paladin spells and don't overlap with Divine Soul.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Which means
he didn't really do
he
anything
can-
to keep track of those.
He can have so many more spells prepared than he did. Which means that there were times when he could have cast a spell that... Oh, okay.
He doesn't know how to play his character. We've established this.
Alright. Counterspell he definitely has from Sorcerer, I know that. He's got to have Detect Magic and Shield. Yeah, so Shield. Oh, these are all, yeah. Magic Missile, Silvery Barbs.
Yes, Wyvern, this is boring too.
No, the
Sorry.
wyverns are asleep.
Oh, there's it. Okay. What are we gonna do with the Wyverns?
If you want to, we can,
I thought Gourmand Morgan would be interested in some Wyvern meat, maybe.
Look. It's not that I'm not. Yeah, right.
Wyvern's gamey or dragon.
It is, yeah, it is gamey. Yeah, because didn't I prepare Wyvern once before?
I think so.
Yeah, he's just they're too gamey. But all right, he's just gonna if they're sleeping. We have 2 fucking rogues with us. God damn it! Morgan will just look at the both of you and draw one of the short swords and just like give a nod and slowly come up to like the nearest wyvern and get ready to slash its throat once the other 2 are in position. I'd say Zarin will not as stealthily.
We agree to take down our own Wyverns.
Yeah, we're all taking our own wyvern down.
Okay. Oh wait. So here is what the magic items y'all were checking out were. The bow, Amorhin.
Okay.
When you hit a creature that is flying with this bow, they must make a DC 16 con save or be pulled to the ground. Well, pulled up to 200 feet towards the ground.
Damn. That's actually really good.
It does require attunement.
So what was the first half again? Because I was typing stuff out.
If you hit a target that is airborne, flying or hovering, they must make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw or be pulled up to 200 feet to the ground.
Do you have a specific weight for it?
Whatever a short bow normally is.
Okay. 2.
Oh no, actually, this would be a long bow.
Oh, he's not proficient in those.
Oh wait, are you not? If you're not proficient, it would be a short bow.
Yeah,
rogues don't
proficient
get
in
proficiency
short
in
bow.
those.
Unless he's an elf.
Yeah,
But he's not. Long
Yeah,
ears match the long nose.
The pointiness went to the nose instead of the ears. It happened it's a 1 in every 1 million elf birth effect. The 3 swords are all swords of draconic marking. When you successfully hit a creature with these weapons, draconic creatures have advantage on attacks against them. These are not attunement.
So it's good at killing dragons.
I mean, it's good at having dragons kill something.
Oh.
So just to clarify, this is a short bow +1 with that caveat about the airborne target.
No, it's not a +1.
Okay, so it's a
It's-
normal
yeah.
bow.
Yeah, it's magic from the other effect, not from being a plus weapon.
Okay, so I'll just copy that text I typed out and then drop a +1 bow in my inventory. Not +1, a normal bow in my inventory.
Right. But it is still magic because for like resistances and such.
Okay.
Also on the swords, you can activate them once per day. Or whatever it is, recharge on the next dawn. To do an extra to force a DC 16 con save. Or do 2d10 extra, insert the 5 elemental damages for chromatic dragons. Which are
Acid, fire,
acid,
poison,
cold,
lightning.
fire, poison, and lightning. Yep.
Could you, or did you give it as a handout?
I do not have them as handouts.
Could you
I will
copy
make them
the
as
text?
handouts. I can type out the text. I do not have a rarity for this.
And you said they're not attunement, correct?
They are not attunement.
Awesome. Ugh.
I'm just leaving it as sword, and then yours is a short sword, Zaren's is a great sword. But yours is 2 short swords technically.
Yeah.
What I put as the name for the bow is Magical Short Bow +0.
Yeah. It is it can be really good against airborne targets.
Which dragons
creatures
usually
have-
are airborne.
Start of your next turn. Oh. To force the target to make a I think I typed everything out there. If something doesn't make sense in how I typed that, yell at me.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. That's on brand. You didn't yell though, so it's not important.
I'd get in trouble if I yell, so
And the whip, Beck, is a whip of silencing.
Is it now?
It also has a DC 16 con save on a successful hit, or the target is silenced until the start of your next turn. Yeah, I think silence is the name of the condition.
And it's like a standard whip, does 1d4 plus
Yeah,
whatever.
1d4 has reach. I think a whip is strength. It might be
It's finesse, actually.
okay.
Actually, why am I customing this? I could just drag a fucking wipe on my sheet and then rename it.
Yeah. So there isn't a condition for silence, but silence as if by the silence spell.
Yep.
For the purposes of talking, not for the purposes of hearing.
Yeah, so it prevents someone
I don't know
from
how you want to type
casting
that.
spells.
Yeah.
When you hit a creature. It's not a +1 or anything, it's just standard.
Correct.
Okay.
But I will say, wyverns are not exceptionally strong, I don't think. I think you'll pretty easily take them out. Actually, they have a lot of hit points.
They
Never
do.
mind.
They do have a lot of hit points.
Yeah, so if you're trying to do it when they're asleep, everyone would be able to make a advantage attack against one of the wyverns.
Sure, I'll use my new blade.
Technically, these aren't cultists, so I can't use SARS. I will stab it with a rapier, though. Right at its brain stem.
Yeah, Morgan, you hit. And against a unconscious creature, it's an auto crit, is that right, Beck?
Yes.
So 16. And I'll roll for Zaren's that. Well,
I like the +2 in quotes.
Oh, because that's from Orin. It's a non-magic rapier.
yeah, I'll
They
have
made it magic.
Zaren use this thing. I was just rolling it the first time to. Okay.
14 plus 14. Yeah, that'll hit.
So it'll be 24.
So I do 18 plus 17 damage on my wyvern.
Okay.
Because it's a crit.
And then it says after a successful hit to force the. You know what? Sure. He and I will try out our new funny thing and have them both make con saves.
Okay. Okay, so Rebecca did 35 to hers. Okay, con saves. They have fail.
Okay, and then since it's a crit, instead of 3d10, it would be 6d10, would it not?
It is, yes.
Okay, so that's for Morgan's, and I'll say it's fire, and that's Zaren's, and I'll say it's lightning.
Okay.
Don't know if they
So
have
that
any
is
resistances.
19 plus 41 on Zaren's.
God,
Mine.
stop sneezing.
Yep, that hits. Well, you have sneak attack.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Sorry.
You're fine.
Let's see if that works.
Okay, so 33 doubled to 66.
Yeah, that
plus
does work. Okay.
9. 66 plus 9 is 72.
Does Conk kill his outright?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They have. Yeah, I forgot how beefy they are.
You have 104 hit points or something like that.
Yeah,
Not
it's
most of
over
it.
100.
Yeah, he got his is definitely bloodied. This might even be critical. His is not critical. It is bloodied.
Damn.
It is very bloodied.
I did a pitiful amount of damage on mine.
Yeah. So they start waking up from those they're rattled. I'll say you each get one more attack. before
But not an advantage
combat
this
would
time
start.
because they're awake.
No, right.
This time I'll Green Flame Blade. So I can hit 2.
And that
shots.
that ability to add the damage, that's what, only once a day, right?
Actually, I'll Hex one.
Yes, I forgot to put that on there.
Okay.
They'd be recharge at dawn.
I'm
Gotcha.
gonna do fancy footwork, so I still do the sneak attack.
Yeah, you do still do the sneak attack, and Rebecca crit.
I imagine they're all
double
like
crit.
together, so like one of my allies are within 5 feet of this wyvern, right?
Sure,
The 30.
that'll
hits.
hit.
I
The 30
hexed it
hits.
with strength, and I use Green Flame Blade, so this does. Jesus Christ.
A Morhans is dead.
Did the 16 hit?
Yeah, the 16 hits.
And then the wyvern
Okay.
next to mine takes
And I'm assuming the 21 did, so that's 12.
9. Ignore the sneak hex. It's the one next to it takes 9 fire damage.
Okay. Rebecca's is critical.
Mine will take an extra 5 damage on top of what I did to it.
Okay. Yours is critical. Morgan's and Zaren's are approaching bloodied. And let me move you all to a battle map.
Maybe I'll get to try out the bow.
There.
Everyone
Layer.
has 11
Same
temp HP.
initiative as before.
Yeah, everyone has 11 temp HP.
Gotcha.
So we've had a long rest, technically, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Since the Shadow Dragon fight, yes.
Okay. I must have missed that then. I guess I'd be over here, since if they're in a 2x2 and mine's dead, that's the only one that's
So I guess
missing.
this one took an extra 9 fire damage.
Okay.
Actually, Kunk, move up 1 square. There you go. That way I could have gotten sneak attack.
Minus, okay. And the wyvern next to Morgan goes first. Though Morgan is made to survive with wyverns specifically, apparently. So it's going to take a bite and then a stinger.
Mhm.
The bite is a 13 to hit,
That's a miss.
which misses. And the stinger is a 19, which I believe also misses.
That is correct.
Rebecca.
Alright, another Green Flame Blade. It's still hexed. And sneak attack. 25.
That hits. It is dead.
Alright, and then this one takes another 15 fire. Takes 20 fire damage.
Okay. Would you like to move?
I will flank Morgan's wyvern.
Okay. Zaren.
Okay. This thing's kind of tough, huh, Morgan? Does he automatically get the improved divine smite? No, that's only if he puts the divine.
No, improved divine
No,
smites
it
on every
automatically
hit.
gets it. As
Got
long
it.
as it's a melee weapon.
Sure, and you know
And
what?
Wait, as long as it's an attack with a melee weapon.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, he's still gonna use the sword. Yeah. And you know what? He'll pour a divine smite into that. Let's
Okay.
call it a second level divine smite.
Trying to take this thing out before it gets its turn next.
Another 31 damage. It is very bloodied.
Okay. And you know what? I'm gonna take a page from Vex and I'm gonna pour another second level divine smite into that.
Yep.
Reckless? No, because he's not a barbarian. But
Minus,
that's-
yep, that kills him.
very good. Was it those 2 second levels? I'll mark those down.
Does it get a turn? Morgan.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna just go with the using the short swords. New fun toy. Ein Zwei.
Both will hit.
And Bink. Not bad, not bad. And then I didn't make them my monk weapons, did I?
Short
No.
swords, I think, can be monk weapons, though.
It can be, yeah, but I think I have to spend the time.
That's weapons
that's
that aren't.
Oh,
by
that
default.
aren't.
Yeah.
Okay. So then I can.
Let me double
look
check
after
though.
this.
yeah. So it'd be using. It is. I just checked. So you'd be
Interesting.
using your martial arts die instead of a d6.
Really? Okay.
So you're using. Are you a 17th level monk or are you?
I'm a 16th level monk
All right, you're.
because I started taking cleric.
Use d8s. If you took one more
D8s.
level in monk, you do a d10.
Yeah, so roll a d8 plus 5 twice.
That's
So
11
11.
and 8.
Okay.
And then. Yeah, why not? I'll burn a key with my free hand because I'm actually not using both of the swords. He's only using one of the swords. And with my offhand, I'm just gonna punch because the unarmed strike can be my hands or my feet. So, bink
That hits.
and bump.
That also hits. Minus 26. This thing is critical.
That's it for me.
Okay. Conk.
Oh, you did
And
have
now-
advantage because I'm flanking with you.
Yeah, it's alright.
Here I come in with
Uncle
the
kill it.
fancy footwork and a +2 short sword.
Actually, you
I
want to
don't
be
know
up
if fancy-
one, so you get fancy footwork because I can't be within 5 feet of you.
Well, then I guess I'm in a dead body then.
Yeah, it's
Does
fine.
that hit?
Make it a that target. Oh wait, it's not fancy footwork. It's
Rakish Audacity.
Rakish.
yeah.
Fancy footwork's being able to leave
Nine-
after
19
attacking
hits.
them.
Oh, wrong thing. I was thinking of.
That hits, and you do have sneak attack.
Okay.
I've played a swashbuckler too many times now, but they're such a good rogue class. Subclass.
That kills it.
So I killed 2 of them.
All right, Morgan, start
Yeah.
harvesting.
And there are the 4 saddles.
I guess Zarin can carry those.
How,
I like
How
how
big are the
Andromeda
saddles?
grave is still here.
yeah, poor Andromeda.
Well, there should be a. Hold on a second.
She died again. Morgan just kind of looks
How
at
big are
them.
the saddles?
Yeah, how big are the saddles?
Normal saddle size, same as like a horse saddle, pretty much for size.
I don't think I could fit them in the bag of holding.
No, we'll probably have to
I
carry
don't-
them back to the
yeah.
ship.
And also, I think the bag of holding is getting to the point where it's closely approaching capacity.
Could be.
Um,
There's no telling what was in that thing before you started putting stuff in it.
I thought I bought it.
Yeah.
Who draw this other among us at the bottom?
That was me.
Ah.
That was ages. That was like when we first started. Yeah, I guess Zarin will. How much do the saddles weigh?
A bit.
A bit.
Saddle 5e.
It would be an exotic saddle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any saddle required for a saddle required for
40.
riding any aquatic or flying mount. It's 40 pounds.
Oh boy,
And you
What
have
is-
4 of them.
that puts him at 330 weight, but it doesn't say he's over encumbered because he's got jack strength. So
I could probably take one because I got 17 strength.
no, so he's not over encumbered.
I know, but just so
His-
like he's not carrying
His
as
carry
much.
capacity should be 315.
Oh, is it actually?
Yeah.
Because he's got the belt of hill giant strength.
Yeah, 21 times 15 is 315.
Okay, so sure, yeah, he'll give one to Rebecca. So that puts him at 290.
It's weird that it doesn't say that.
And Morgan, I don't think Morgan's gonna harvest these. Well, no, we could probably get something from the stingers, right? Yeah, so he'll try and get the stingers. So do you want like 4 harvesting checks?
Yeah, let's do that. And for Draconic, it is apparently
do I
that's not
I don't-
over here.
Do I not have harvesting tools?
You
Swear to
do.
God. Oh, it might be in the bag of holding.
You definitely do
nature
because
for
you've
Draconic.
used them before.
Yeah. Where is it? Where is it?
Oh wait, no, it's a nature check to know what to do. Or know what you can get. So it's
Okay.
it's what is
I
it?
do,
It's a
yeah, I have
dexterity
harvesting
check. It's a dexterity check with the harvester's kit.
Okay. So do you want me to roll the nature first and then the kit?
I mean, you don't have to roll the nature. That just tells you, that lets you know what you could get from it. Lets you know what to.
Oh, not great.
You're not sure what would be useful on these. But you can make the. Oh wait, no, that's the dexterity check. So on the first one, you are not able to successfully get anything out of it. It's 2 destroyed from the from y'all slaughtering it brutally.
The onslaught.
Yeah.
The slaughter fishing we did.
Louder. Alright, and he'll
Oh.
just
I'll just sit idly by while my people burn my hold and slaughter my dragons.
may slaughter fish.
Okay, you get a wyvern tail,
Mm. Hold on.
which is which is used for Faerunian food. Oh,
Alright.
Kalimshan food.
And I'll do the other. Oh, not bad.
Okay, on this one, you managed to get the wyvern tail, both wyvern wings, and a vial of wyvern poison. which wyvern poison is one of the real poisons.
Yep. I remember from Baldur's Gate.
And now for the
Only
final
does
one.
twice as much damage as Baldur's Gate does.
You remember in the alpha when they gave it to you and it was like a fucking legendary item, but it didn't do the proper amount of damage that it should have, especially for like a legendary item. And then they reclassified it to a blue once like the actual game came out.
Yeah. It's like diluted wyvern poison.
All right, Dylan, let's do that last wyvern.
Yep.
Oh, you already had. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Yeah, apologies. I was just like, you know what, let me just roll them all.
So that'd be a wyvern tail and 2 more wyvern wings.
76 poison.
Injury.
Worth 1,200 gold pieces.
Those wings are very heavy. They're 50 pounds each.
Oof. Would I know what they could be used for?
Make a nature. No, I don't know how that's supposed to work. Make either a nature or an arcana check.
I'll help him with this to think of ideas of what they could be used for.
Well, they're both int skills, and I'm not good at either, but 15, not bad.
15. You think that Morgan thinks that maybe you could use them to make artificial wings. Like functional artificial wings.
That is really cool.
I guess artificial might not be the right word here. Because they're very much real wings.
50 pounds each. That's 200 pounds. Man, and I don't even know if I could put them in the chest of preserving.
I don't think we can carry all the wings.
No, he's only going to take one set of the wings and try and like fold them down because you know they're foldable, right? They're kind of accordion style. So he'll put 2 wings in the bag of holding. Fuck, I have 3 tails. He's only going to take how much?
20 pounds.
So we're going to take 2 tails and then the
They
poison.
are. You would know that wyvern tail is used for a. I think it's Calamshite delicacy.
All right. Yeah, no, he's only going to take 2 of the
Cormyr.
tails.
Cormyr, sorry.
Okay. Yeah, he'll only take 2.
Okay.
And 34 times 1 vial of wyvern poison. Okay. Should we try and like bury these or conceal them or something? Because if they just find 4 dead wyverns, they're going to be after us a lot faster.
Yeah, we'll hide them. Cover them with some bushes.
All right.
Take the time to do that, I guess, and yeah.
Fuck was the. Oh yeah, here it is. Morgan is still learning, so you're not beholden to this, Dylan. But this was one of the things with the pamphlet. Like I said, you don't have to do it. It's up to you if Morgan would or not.
One of the things in the pamphlet.
Yeah. Morgan had some light reading.
Got you. Got you. Do we have like a little fire going, or were we not risking that?
No, we had a fire last time.
He'll take the tail that he's not going to take and throw it on the fire.
Okay.
Say a little prayer.
All right. Other than y'all committing Wyvernside, the rest of the night passes uneventfully.
I'll spend an hour to bring back Andromeda.
How
Okay.
do we feel we are on that timeline that the Dracolich gave us?
I mean, it hasn't even been 24 hours. Well, it's just been 24 hours.
Aren't we out
It
of
will
the
be
area anyways?
Ooh, you don't know what the area is.
Yeah.
Plus, it's probably seeing us leaving already. It knows we're leaving.
You think your ruse of what happened back there will probably be up with the cult once he tells them, though.
If he does tell them.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, once morning comes, Dylan, it would be 26 hours.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, because like he said he'd tell the cult
But it would have
unless we
taken
leave.
26 hours.
So we have 40,
Oh.
14.
Yeah, if we're not gone
No,
within-
he didn't. He didn't say anything about if you're gone or not. He
Oh,
said
okay.
he would wait 40 hours before telling the cult.
Okay.
So we have 14
Yeah, you'd have
hours.
14 left.
And would we be able to make it to the ship before then?
Yeah, we got most
it's
of it
like
on the Wyverns.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a couple hours, maybe 3 or 4 at most.
Oh, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay.
X and the Purple Rocks.
Yep.
Rocks.
Go straight there every time.
Yeah, it zooms me in there too.
Go straight to the Purple Rocks. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Do not collect 200 platinum. Sorry. But yeah, the next morning y'all make it back to the ship a little before noon. And I'm guessing full speed back towards Waterdeep.
Yup.
Get me out of here.
Aim a little south for Waterdeep so we end up in the water and we can sail in.
Quick question. Is my skin still hot pink with yellow spots?
That is a good question. That is a very good question. Morgan finally takes off the robes for the first time in days.
Collect everyone's robes and masks, put them back in the fucking bag. It's probably not going to work anymore, but you never know.
See how long this is supposed to last. Yes, it is.
Oof.
Um,
And I would say Zarin would have seen a magic aura around you when he did that.
Okay.
Actually, he won it because of the cloak.
he'd sense a magical effect. Wouldn't see
Right.
more. I will check on the crystal. Has it escaped containment?
Okay. You pull out the crystal. It is still there, and the tendrils immediately begin feeling their way out again.
Nope. Put it back in.
Rebecca, your hand this morning is no longer hot pink.
Oh.
But we will end it there for the night, I believe.
Okay.
Okay.
Didn't get to get inside, but got some info, I think.
Got some good info.
We
That
do know
is
that
the
that is, in
ritual
fact,
site.
yeah, the Well of Dragons.
And not an insight roll, insight.
Oh, yeah, we didn't incite them, but
They wouldn't have any reason to lie to us.
No.
Look, D&D players are only suspicious when they don't need to be, okay?
Yeah, so you know how it's gamers never look up, Beck? D&D players never insight.
Insight when they should. They insight when they don't
Yeah.
have to.
It's true.
I'm gonna incite that comment. Give me a second.
I feel like that's true with the looking up too, though.
Yeah.
You definitely look up when it's not important.
Well, the thing is, you remember every time that you insight, and it's like, you know, it seems to be genuine. But you don't remember the one time where it's like you insight, and it's like, oh, they're totally lying to you. They have like you understand all their evil machinations right now.
You know your social security number.
no. No!
They know whatever the Canadian identification number is.
Canadian Social Security.
Yeah, CSSN.
Yeah.
Does Canada have something like a social security number, Peck?
Yeah. Social insurance number. A sin.
Sin. Yeah.
Oh,
I can't believe
Classic
all Canadians
Canada.
are sinners.
Canadians are sinners. It's a callback to their dark origins.
No, I mean everyone's a sinner. It says so right in the Bible, Dylan.
Yeah, you're right.
Jesus was a sinner.
Well, no, that's the exception.
Man was so.
He never committed a single sin in his entire life.
I mean,
Yes.
that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
Yep.
To live as a human and he didn't commit a sin. No, I highly doubt that.
But he was both human and God.
What is it? For he who was without sin and knew no sin, took the sins of. I can't remember the full thing.
He took the sins of the world. Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's why he died on the cross, is so that God could forgive us for our sins.
Yep.
Don't you understand? Who could be more selfless than God?
Why is the Church of Eldath's wiki page so much shorter than the Church of Illustrae?